at the power forward position, standing 6'11", number 35, Kevin Durant.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The post pair of form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Wallace. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, Edey out there with Durant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Powell. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. So we're still in the early days here of this season, but Doris, for teams getting a slow start, how worried should they be?
Well, wins and losses matter no matter when they happen, so obviously there's always a little concern. But some of this is about, do we have our full contingent of players? Is there anyone that's starting out coming off an off-season surgery? You have to figure out the context of the slow start in order to gauge how concerned you are.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Well, let's just sit back and admire the brilliance of Kevin Durant. He makes these floaters look easy.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And that one, good.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Pass to Edey. Outside, KD. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Durant's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Williams sends a screen for Wallace. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Westbrook. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Edey. The kick out to Westbrook. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Williams passes to Wallace. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Edey. Poke loose. Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Here's Coffey. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance. Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to Powell. Here's Edey. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And checking out the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. Great showing for him last season. Last season put up about 30 points a game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But it's certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Pritchard's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Williams against Durant. The 10-footer. Again, Los Angeles.
You love the efficiency of that play. Kevin Durant on the interior. Yes, sir.
Williams looking around. Dort. Powell pulls it in.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Love that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Here's Pritchard. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Over Kennard. Misses the chippy right there.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Now here's Durant. Last game he had 34 points. He gets it in there. Durant's got 9.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula. The great one, Kevin Durant.
Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. Holmgren the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Edey. Brown comes in for Kevin Durant. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Thunder also changing it up. Wiggins comes in for Dort. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Los Angeles now. 3-point lead. Zubac the pass to Powell. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Brown finds Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame and he fits in personality-wise.
Here's Powell after Oklahoma City gets the 3. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. And Coffey gets it to go.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Wiggins throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And here is Powell. Still without a basket. A 3-pointer, no good. Now here's Wiggins. Williams dishes to Wiggins. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Williams. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. It's good. Giddey's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Diabate. Inside, here's Kennard. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 5. A three-pointer, Wiggins. That one misses. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Kennard with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. Pass to Boston. 6 to shoot. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Giddey. It's not going to go for him. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Suns. And talk about victors and guys who play to their strength. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin. A 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Let's get ready to cheer on Doris. Let's get wild.
The Clippers making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Williams has checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Knocks it loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And now here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. Number 1, the Thunder.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Porter kicks to Brown. Here's Boston. Scoreless thus far.
They are really struggling from the floor.
No good with the triple. Wallace the pass to Williams. Shoots from the right block, and that one drops. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
Just very good offensive execution. Couldn't have asked for a better shot.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin? Certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. Into the lane, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
Second team foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
It's deflected. Wallace the pass to Holmgren. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Durant feeling it out a bit. Second chance shot. Edey can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Williams. Tries again. Holmgren. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds in the game with the step back. And it's out of bounds, and last touch by Holmgren.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Coming off a terrific season and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc, Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 3-point game. There's Williams, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Williams has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, Jalen Williams very comfortable operating out of that mid-range area.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
That's down. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Come on, let's go. You have the camera on you. Next dancer. Keep it going.
Amir Coffey's checked in for the Clippers. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Clingan, he's checked in for Pritchard. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Goes back up. Clingan shot is off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Durant finds Westbrook. Here's Coffey.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Pass to Edey. Los Angeles with another miss. The Thunder leading by 5. Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Fades back. Drains the three-pointer. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
For the three. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
KD with the bucket.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this. Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
Higgins outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wallace outside. Clingan the screen for Wallace. Shoots over Powell. The kick out to Williams. And the three ball is good. Williams has got 10 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Oklahoma City in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. KD, moments of frustration for you early. What are you seeing out there?
Well, I missed a lot of shots. I'm just trying to be aggressive. I missed some wide open threes and some shots I normally hit, so I just got to continue to keep being aggressive. My teammates looking for me. We got to do a better job on the defensive end.
Hey, man, I'm sure those shots will start to fall in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot drumline. They're measuring up the shot. So close. Give it up for the ball.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look here at the Thunder, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early goings. Some people thought they might be an elite team, and we haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook out there with Powell. Then there's Edey. And it's Durant. And it's Coffey in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points of the second half here for Oklahoma City. Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Shots good by Williams. Williams has got 12.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Westbrook kicks to Powell. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Hits the three-point bomb.
Powell can really shoot it from 3. That's a great possession for this team.
The Thunder leading by 10. Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Williams. Clock at 4. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. When you talk about Jalen Williams, Doris, is it fair to say this guy has superstar-level potential?
Without a doubt, Kevin. Jalen Williams is a 3-level scorer. He's fearless in the clutch. He has the hunger to keep improving, and he can be a lockdown defender. He's got all the tools to reach the level you're talking about.
The first one falls. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And Williams drops them both.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Here we go, fans. Let's get loud for your Hawkins.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. Second, the Thunder.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
.90 seconds now into the second half. Outside Westbrook. Powell with it. From deep. They get it back. Edey, and the layup's good off the glass. Edey's got his first points of the game.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Over in the corner, Dort. Outside Williams. There's the three. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Clippers trail by 10. Jacks up a 3. KD's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Launches it. The Clippers grab the miss. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. That cuts the lead to single digits. Westbrook's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Holmgren with a screen on Westbrook. With some arc, and Holmgren lays it in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Edey. Shoots over Holmgren. Another shot. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Westbrook kicks to Powell. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Down low. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Boston's checked in, and it's Kennard in for Russell Westbrook. Pritchard, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And that one misses.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Williams can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 8. Powell down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Pass to Boston. On the clock. Shoots over George. Here's Coffey. Now Powell. 5 points in the game. To the inside. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. He gets that one.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
And the first one drops. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Edey. And Robert Covington subbed in for Amir Coffey.
What you love about Norman Powell historically is he knows his role is professional scorer.
Holmgren with a screen on Powell. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 now in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Thunder leading by 10. There's the lob to Dors.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Here's Powell. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Boston. Still yet to score. Kennard for three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Williams. Now here's Holmgren. Driving to the basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's gonna go on Zubac.
And showing us some toughness there. Nice to see Holmgren fearless at attacking on the drive and getting fouled.
Free throw drops for Holmgren. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from three. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, you think about the size and skill set that should allow Chet Holmgren to be very good for a very long time.
34 seconds left to play in the third. Zubac, a screen on Wiggins. Here's Boston. Sinks that one from the post.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Holmgren sets the screen for Giddey. Off target with his 3. And here's Kennard. Nothing on the board. Zubac the pass to Porter. Tries it from the top of the key. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder out in front, leading by 9. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we okay. Just one basket at a time, all right? Keep playing. Keep getting shots. That's all right. They block a couple shots with the basket. Just keep going, all right? We all right. It ain't going to come back in one possession. Got to keep playing, all right?
Imploring his guys to stay positive, not to get down on themselves.
Kevin, he wants his guys to just slow down a bit out there. Good message from Coach Lue.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Cason Wallace is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. Kennard, the pass to Boston. And here's Porter. Pass to Zubac. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Zubac has got his first bucket in this one.
So strong, so tough. Ivica Zubac absorbs the contact and goes right through it.
On the wing, Giddey. Wallace with a screen on Porter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
Here's Williams, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
And that one falls for Williams. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside, Porter. Pass to Brown. Here's Highland. Now Zubac. He's guarded by Williams. The 8-footer. Zubac, no good.
In order to space the floor effectively for his teammates, he has to finish that one, guys.
Wallace kicks to Williams. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Kennard. Now Zubac. Here's Highland. And a miss there on the triple. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Giddey. That one's not going to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Porter kicks to Zubac. They set the screen. Highland's shot is good.
Bones Highland, an aggressive scorer. If he gets a look from 3, he won't be shy.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Edey's checked in for Zubac. Kevin Durant comes in for Brown. Norman Powell's checked in for Kevin Porter. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Highland. And then for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Dort comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Josh Giddey. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The Thunder with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The score now all even.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Dort. Lets it go from deep. buries it from three-point range.
That's a big-time bucket. Lou Dort has unshakable confidence.
Pass to Edey. Kennard against Gilgeous-Alexander. For three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. There's the lob to Dort.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Attention everyone, we've got your hoop group ready to go. Let's hear it for them.
Amir Coffey's checked in for Kennard. Williams is checked in for the Thunder. Pass to Coffey. Clippers moving the ball around. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and right on target. Good.
Wow. You know the ball is going in when Russell Westbrook steps into these moments. Just so adept at hitting big shots.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Takes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Fires from the line. Durant, no good. The Thunder leading by 5. At the elbow, Williams.
Second team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Williams. Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Holmgren.
Now, Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
So he gets them both.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. Rebound by the Clippers. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Powell inside. Wallace is there. Durant inside. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Kevin Durant loves late game chances. Boy, he's been in the spot many times, and he shows you how it's done. What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Williams against Durant. 51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Heaney. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now. They lead by 4.
It doesn't matter what position Jalen Williams happens to be playing on any given night. This guy's a force offensively.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA, and if there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Durant, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Wallace. Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.